Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on our 2021 F250 Super Duty. It's got the 7.3 gas, and actually Angela wants to learn how to do oil changes, so I'm going to kind of walk her through it, kind of give her tips and tricks to do it efficiently and cleanly. Okay, on today's oil change, what we're going to use is Mobil 1 high mileage. Our truck has 80,000 miles on it. These are good for 10,000 miles, even though we normally go about 5,000, even though, they recommend it's probably in the book to go 10,000 as well in the owner's manual. Owner's manual also specifies 5W30, and this Mobil 1 meets all the Ford specifications, so it won't void your warranty. If something happens, they can come back, and if they do some sort of oil analysis, they'll know that it was good, meets all their specifications. We're also going to be using the Motorcraft oil filter. This is the FL820S. This is standard on all types of Ford engines, including the 7.3. We purchased this little oil filter wrench, which is really nice. It helps, instead of using a strap wrench, it just pops on there. We'll leave the number down in the description. And since I'm showing Angela how to do this, she wanted to learn how to do an oil change. I'm going to show her a tip of how to put this bag up onto the oil filter whenever it's in the truck. Put the wrench on, twist it, and then any of the oil that comes out gets trapped in your bag, and you can just dump it down into the drain. That saves a lot of time and effort and cleanup. So with this, you're going to need a funnel. We're going to use an extension for the wrench, and then you're going to need a 13 millimeter socket, and we're just going to use a 3/8 ratchet for everything that we need today. Okay, so we've got our oil pan here. This is going to catch all of our oil coming out. It's going to be a little over 7 quarts. So hence why we've got 2 5-quart jugs here. It takes about 7.5 or so to refill the engine once we're done. Okay guys, and now that we're under the truck, this is our drain for our oil pan, the 13 millimeter. This is our filter that was installed at the dealership. Whenever you remove this drain plug, there's a bunch of pressure and it shoots straight out and hits this front of this transmission. I don't know what the part is, but as you can tell, whenever the oil hit it, it'll just drip around and then make a mess. So what we're going to do is take a piece of cardboard and then just stick it up in front of that part and just push it in like that. So whenever it does inevitably hit here, it's just going to drip down into our pan. We won't have any extra cleanup, hopefully. So we're going to go ahead and get started on removing the oil.
Okay, so I moved the camera closer. The cardboard is still here, and we're going to remove this 13 millimeter, what's it called?
It's a drain plug.
Drain plug. So we're going to, am I going that way?
Yep.
And it's going to squirt out?
Not yet.
Okay, well, I gotta push it. Oh my God. How am I supposed to do this? It's not moving. Are you serious? Okay.
Okay, now that you've got it loose, does it feel like you could do it by hand?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you can pull the wrench off of it.
Pull the wrench off.
I'll start undoing it by hand.
Okay.
And see if you can kind of angle your hand up to where you're doing it from the top.
so it's less likely to drip down my
Arm.
hand and arm?
Yes.
Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. Is this situated correctly?
Should be.
Okay. Am I supposed to catch it?
Yep.
Oh, Lord. I'm anxious. Okay. How long is it?
Not much longer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We ready?
Yep.
Oh, I sprayed my phone. Pardon my language. Did it spray the phone? Yes, it's dripping. Okay. We'll just let that drain and I'll go get something to wipe my phone.
Okay, so now that this is still draining, we'll go ahead and slide our drain pan over. And we are going to remove our filter. Okay, so since I'm already laying on the passenger side, I'm going to go ahead and remove the filter. I said we're going to use this plastic bag.
Now, is that what that bag is for, or is it just a bag that happened to be a good size?
Just a bag that happened to be a good size.
Okay. So you could use any bag?
Yep.
Okay.
Use any bag.
Do they make bags for this?
I don't think so.
No. You just invented something.
Okay, so we've got our oil filter wrench on.
Is it going opposite direction that you would think?
Nope. And now we're just going to spin it off by hand. Just keep the bag up.
Oh yeah, look at all that oil.
Hopefully it doesn't fill up. So you can just ease it down in the pan instead of splashing everything everywhere. So we're going to let the oil pan keep draining and also our filter. And we're going to go pre-fill our new filter with the new oil. Okay guys, we're back at the table. We're going to go ahead and pre-fill our filter. I don't know if this is necessary. It's just something I've always done. I've never heard anybody say it could be bad for it. So we're just going to go ahead. Gently pour this down the middle. We'll fill it to the top and then let it soak into the pleats. Alright, so that should be good enough. And as always, just take your finger and then just go around this seal here to ensure you've got a good sealing surface whenever we put it into the engine. Okay guys, the dripping is almost done, so we're going to go ahead and clean around the hole here. Make sure that's good and clean. And our drain plug, we've gone ahead and cleaned it. It has a gasket installed on it from the factory. So we're going to go ahead and we clean that off, so we're going to go ahead and reinstall it. You get it about that far in and it pretty much stops most of the draining. Now we'll use our 13mm socket again and ratchet. That'll be tight enough. I'll go ahead and wipe that and make sure everything's good. We don't have any leaking. We'll check that after we drive it again, just to make sure. And now we're going to clean for our filter. Always make sure that this is metal and you don't have the rubber gasket from the old filter on there. If you do that, that's called double stacking a gasket, and it will definitely leak. You do not want that. Now we're going to gently put our filter up and into place. You do not use your filter wrench whenever you're reinstalling. You want it to where it basically stops by hand, and then you want to do about a quarter turn, and that'll seal the gasket. And what we always do, or try to remember, is date when we do it and the mileage basically. And that means we're done at the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and remove our cardboard blocker that didn't need to be there. Okay, so we've got our oil filter installed, drain plug is back in and dry. We're going to clean this before we get out from underneath here. Okay guys, now we're back on top. Obviously we're in the engine bay. Right here, this is our filler cap. Put your funnel in, grab your oil. I'm using the bottle that we've already opened that we filled the filter with. So this whole bottle will go in. I always pour these with the handle down. It seems to prevent the chugging effect where the oil just pushes out and pushes out real erratically. Okay, so this is a 5-quart jug. So this top line, since it's full, this is a 5. This will show 4 and 3 and 2 and go down. So this line here is going to move with how much you have in there, obviously. So we're going to put another 2.5 in, which will give us about 7.5, and then we're going to check our dipstick, see what our level's at. I'm just pouring in and then checking our level a little bit here in the bottle. You don't want to overfill it. Okay, we put in about 1 quart. Almost to the 3. Put a little bit more in. All right, that's 3. That's 2, so that's 7 total. All right, so that's probably 7.25. So we'll just drop a little bit in, and then we're going to check our dipstick. It should be a little less than half. Okay, so our dipstick is this yellow handle here. This is on the passenger side. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. It's super long, and it will just fling around if you're not a little slow with it. So you want to wipe it off. And you want to get it in between these 2 holes. There'll be hash marks. I think the distance between here and that top hash mark is about 1 quart. So it looks like we are right at the tip top of our hash marks. So that looks like we're full. We'll check it one more time. With clean oil, it's very, very hard to see. So you can see that it's moist all the way up until that top hash mark there. So we're good to go. Before you go drive off, obviously remove your funnel and reinstall your oil cap. It only goes in one way. Clicks in place. We're going to go ahead and change our maintenance interval for the oil. So come over to your dash and just arrow over to truck info, down to maintenance monitor, oil life, and then hit OK to reset, and we are good to go. So our oil life is at 100%. Okay, so we've let it run for quite a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and kill the engine and then go out and check our level one more time, and then also look and make sure that we didn't have any leaks once the engine got heated up. Okay, we're back under the engine bay again. We're going to go ahead and pull out our dipstick, clean it back off. Oil level looks good. It's just to the bottom of that hash mark right there at the top. So we are good to go. Okay, we're back down here in the bottom after filling the oil. We took a drive around the block and got the engine heated up. And now we're back under here to take a look and see if we have any leaks. We're going to check our drain plug. It's totally dry, and our filter is dry as well. So this is a job well done. We've got good oil showing on our dipstick and no leaks. So that's it for this project. So again, as always, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And we'll catch you on the next one.